The one thing for sure is crime's never gonna go away, right? And as I said, everything's fine till one day it's not. So you have a couple decisions to make. You could do nothing, which is a mistake. You already do something, which is lock the doors, lock the windows. You know, you keep an eye on your home, your neighbor's home. This is great. But you want to do a little more because it's the smart thing to do. And so you have a couple choices. You could get security alarm. That'll tell you when someone is breaking in, but won't actually stop them from getting in. You could get security cameras, and those are awesome because you can keep an eye on your place when you're away. You could be at work, you could be, you know, in an airport somewhere. You keep an eye on your place. You could be sleeping in bed, look outside through the cameras and see what's going on. I like that. You can reinforce the locks on your doors, and we've got a separate video on how to do that, and you should definitely do that. That's a very low-cost way to fortify your doors, right? Remember I said the door is the most common point of entry. You could get a dog. I like small yappy ones. They seem to hear things and move faster than the big ones, but not all of us can be dog owners. You could get what's called security film. We do security film. It has its place. It's not as robust as security screens. It will not keep someone out. It will not prevent the glass from being broken, but it will slow someone down. So a lot of schools, we help secure them with security film. Clients that have really big bay windows of just $1 million views, we'll put security film on there instead of a screen. You could get those rolling shutters, right? But those only work when they're down, and they're really meant for commercial, you know, retail applications. I've seen maybe 1% of the world can live with the rolling shutters down. The other 99% can't because they want the fresh air, they want the sunlight. The rolling shutters will only work when they're down. If you open it up, even just a crack to get some fresh air or sunlight in, you no longer have that security. You could get those bars, but they look awful and they'll ruin your property values. And no one wants to feel like a caged animal, and they won't keep the bugs out, right? The bars won't keep the bugs out. And sometimes they're worse than the thugs, right? The bugs are worse than the thugs. So this thing, you know, that we are offering, proposing, is really what I call the third generation. You can think of bars as generation 1, you can think of rolling shutters generation 2. This is third generation. Maybe fourth generation is gonna be lasers or something invisible like that. But until then, this looks like an ordinary bug screen. It looks like an ordinary solar screen. It looks awesome on the home. Many homes look better with our security screens on them than before. It's amazing. No one's ever said, take those damn things down, right? I don't like the way it looks. No one has ever said that. More than 16,000 installs, everyone's like, gosh, I knew this was gonna be awesome, but I didn't know it was gonna be this awesome. With the security screens, you get all that strength of steel bars, but you get the attractiveness of what appears to be just an ordinary bug screen. I think this is really the value. You get all that security you need and deserve without sacrificing your views, and without sacrificing the sunlight, without sacrificing the fresh air. Now, I saved the last one, the most provocative one, guns. I saved that one for last because, you know, in my industry, I bump into a lot of people that are like, hey, let them come in. You know, I'll show them my little friend Smith & Wesson, right? And I'm not a gun guy, but I gotta tell you, I do have a fair share of weapons, right? I just never intend to use it. And if I had to, it'd really be the worst case situation. So if I do my job right from a security perspective, there should never be an opportunity for anyone to get into my home. For the gun happy people who think they're gonna pull out their weapon and double tap someone who's in their home, they really haven't thought it through. Because when someone's in your home or your office or your school, it's kind of game over for you. There's 1 in 3 of those people have weapons on them. Are you gonna have your weapon within reach when you suddenly realize that there's someone in your home? I might be in a shower, I don't have my weapon with me. I might be sleeping on the couch, I don't have my weapon with me. What am I gonna do? Stay right here, whoa, I don't know who you are, I don't know why you're in my home. Let me run upstairs. And in this highly stressed moment, if you just think it through for a minute, I'm gonna be stressed if someone's in my home. Maybe it's someone's, maybe it's more than one person, and maybe they're armed. And now I'm racing to my gun safe because we have kids. I'm not gonna store guns around hiding under the plant or whatever. I don't carry it on my hip. Am I gonna be able to remember the code? The gun safe code, what is it, right? I don't train in these highly stressed situations, and unless you're in law enforcement, military, you probably don't train either. So to think that you're gonna be able to recall the code on your gun safe and enter it in and pull out your weapon and attempt to use it, many people think they're gonna use their weapon and then they get scared about it. And then there are people who are going to use the weapon, but they've never trained on it for the last 6 months, 1 year, 6 years, whatever, and they can't hit a damn thing. I have my share of weapons. I'm not gonna kiss and tell and share with you how many I have. I've got plenty. I've got more than enough. I've got too many. I'm one of those that contribute to that statistic. There are more guns in the United States than there are people living in the United States. But I'm not gonna rely on my weapon to keep my family safe, because if I wait till that moment, it's really difficult for me to turn that bad situation into a good one. Please do not hang on to this Hollywood image of having your guns and defending your home as if it were a castle. I think the wise approach is look at your home, think it through a little bit. What are some of the things that I can do to make this home look like it isn't an easy target? It doesn't take a lot of money. It does take some thought, and that's where we come in to help you make wiser decisions about the height of your hedge, the type of lighting that you'll use, the lock that would be on the gate to the side of your home, the lock on your circuit breaker box, right? These little things all add up. Layered security, smart security. Being proactive about your security, being prudent about it is the thing you want to do.